Thanks for tuning in, friends and family members. It's your girl, Denise Lane, giving a big thanks to our sponsors, Florida Keys Injury, accident attorneys in the Florida Keys. If you've been involved in an accident, bike, moped, car, or scooter, contact the team at floridakeysinjury.com or in person right here at 302 Southern Street. We have Paradise Restaurant offering international cuisine, so hard to find but oh so good, located at 124 Duval Street. And Advanced Urgent Care in Key West, Marathon, and Key Largo, offering free COVID testing. Certain restrictions do apply. We'll have Dr. Burrows on tomorrow bringing us updates with the COVID-19 pandemic. Tune in tomorrow at 6:45. And I'll turn it over to you, Louie.
What is going on, my people? Louie C. the Mayor. Boy, I'm happy as pie. We got two things going on at the same damn time. We all the way live on the podcast number 1. So I need y'all to hit the notifications right over here. Boop! And also, those of y'all watching worldwide on YouTube, hit the subscribe button right over here. Boop! And we're going to keep it on and popping today. We're going WOW 927 till 9. And today, man, I got one of my favorite people in the game just pulled up straight out of Stock Island, Florida. I done told y'all Stock Island is the future. And now it's no longer the future. We in the moment. The new future is going US 1 North to Marathon because Stock Island, we in it. So it's all love right now. Also, do me a favor. If you got any questions that you want to ask today, this will be the time. And also, if you want to sponsor the podcast, make sure you inbox us. It's all love. So my man, Ron Bailey, a killer on the HOB basketball court. What is going on, sir?
Louie, my man, thank you for having me. Listen, I wanted to tell you before we get started, you've been doing this podcast for a long time, starting back with the hurricanes and
Right.
and helping the locals here and keeping us informed. And I think I wanted to recognize you for that, brother. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All love, Ron. And, me and you, we go way back. Way back to the Shell Top Adidas. I'm still wearing the Adidas, so we go back with Run DMC and them boys way back in the day. And anytime I get to talk to people that I've been involved with and close with, is a pleasure because you never know when you're going to see somebody again. I mean, it's so crazy. We used to say we were in a movie with the pandemic. The movie is now over, but unfortunately, we graduated to Netflix. We're episode 6 right now. And, we're still not out of the woods. It's looking pretty good because the cases are not all the way skyrocketing. I've seen a little bit of drop. So I think that's a good sign. So I stay positive. So, Ron, there's a million people that don't have no idea anything about you as far as what you about and where you're from and everything that you done to the Keys. So especially our people on YouTube, can you give them a little brief intro, please, sir?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a 5th generation conch. I've lived in Key West, lived in Stock Island for years. We grew up, basketball in the streets at HOB, Stock Island apartments. If you didn't play basketball out there at least once, did you even play down here? That's
we ain't calling no fouls in Stock Island Pink Apartments. That was hard.
No
School
doubt.
of hard. No police came. If a fist fight broke out, we dealt with it internally.
Yep. No, that's how it got handled out there. So right now, I'm the park manager over at Roy's Trailer Park, and you see a lot of comments on the coming down through the stream on Facebook, the negative comments, and really, if your belief is, Stock Island is a bad place, everybody out there is bad,
yeah,
then you haven't been out there. You don't know enough people. You haven't interacted with enough people out there. I have over 100 units that I'm in charge of out there, and inside those units, we have families and children and lots of good people.
Yes.
And this translates through. The whole stigma of it's a bad place, that needs to change. We can't keep going with that.
We're gonna get to the meats and potatoes. We're gonna keep it blood raw today. So if you are checking in from Stock Island right now, let me know where you at in Stock Island. If it's 11th Avenue, if you're on 10th, If you're on Fifth Street, if you're at Bernstein Park, if you're at the Perry, wherever you at, let me know what's really going down. If you're over there in the corner by Thumb, let me know what's going on. If you're at the new CVS, if you're over there by the world famous Dion Chicken, just let us know where you're at. Right now, I got, you know this person right now?
Oh, Jeremy Hyde?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What up, cousin?
Jeremy in the building. All up. Pamela Hersey.
We love you, Pam.
Pam,
Yeah.
listen, you're my #1 fan. Mask on. So I see you got Al Kelly for county judge. What's that all about before we get into it?
You know what? Thank you for asking me that question. Al Kelly, I've known Al Kelly for a long time. I think since 1992. And, he's been an attorney here in town. His reputation, is rock solid here. And, he decided to run for judge. And it's actually coming up in 2022. So he's got, every day he's posting something on the internet. Check him out. If you don't know him, absolutely you should follow him.
Yeah, I like Al Kelly. He's a good man. And it's hard out here these days. And, anything you run for is tough, especially in the middle of pandemic. So I wish Al well. Yeah. And I hope that he remains, by himself. So like that, he don't have to mount a campaign, because we're going to be talking about some campaigns, and campaigns going city and county-wide are very critical. I feel, I could about imagine how they feel on the national level, because the county's hard enough as it is or whatever. So Pamela Hersey, Roy's Trailer Park. Okay, in the building, Pamela Hersey. Okay, all love right now. So let's just get right to the meats and potatoes of it, Ron. What a transformation Stock Island has made from the days of the crack epidemic. You know that back in the day, we was in it. We was like the Carter in New Jack City.
It was rough out there. Everybody talking about the avenues or the apartments and stuff like that back on Laurel. And it was just, and I think that reputation just kind of hung on much longer than it needed to be. There was a problem. It was problematic. Now we have developers out there. You got the Perry Hotel. You have the multi-million-dollar marinas out there. That landscape has changed.
Mm-hmm.
No,
big art movement.
No doubt. I love Stock Island. I was brought up in Stock Island straight out of the pink apartments. Pink. You see, it had a good color, but it was rough inside. Once you came inside there, we had a goal in the middle of the apartment complex, and everybody could dunk because it was low, and we tried to break your neck out there. We really didn't come to play or whatever. We had characters like Eric Armstrong, Dexter Armstrong, Jesus Delgado. Jesus Delgado is quick to swing on somebody really quick, so that was...
How about Mikey Abreu?
Oh, Mikey Abreu.
He come out there, he looked like he was 27 years old, 13.
He came straight out of Cuba.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody tuning in from Cuba. Please hit the notification button right over here. Whoop. And make sure you hit the subscribe button worldwide on YouTube right over here. Whoop. And any questions you got, come on in and we're going to make it happen. So let me tell you a quick story about Stock Island back in the crack epidemic. If you do this now, you probably won't have a job. So what had happened was, we had, I believe we had 15 away games, I believe my senior year. So unfortunately, I was the only kid on the team straight out of Stock Island, right? So my drop-off point was across the street from the Burger King at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. By myself, by myself, chill by myself, by my goddamn self. So that means all them 15 times the bus had to pull over and I had to walk across. Do you know how scared that is with all your bags in the middle of being in New Jack City? Go to Burger King, shoot down 2nd Avenue and cut across. Boy, I said, man, I'll be happy if I make it home alive today. Now, I think if the school board does this now, you probably don't have a job. But back in the day, when they just drop you off and send you about your bed. But you know what? This is where we developed the mindset of Stock Island, that we could beat anybody on a given day. And it was all good. I'm still here to tell the tape, because right now, sometimes we run on too soft of a platform. We need to go back to basic and go to the school of hard knocks sometimes. And on that court, we definitely was on the school of hard knocks. So anybody that want to give some love to Stock Island or got any questions today, just let me know. So Ron, how would you have thought if you had to, get the duffel bag, walk through all the way to the Stock Island 3 o'clock in the morning? Did you know that I had to do that?
No, I did not know that. You know what? And I've coached a lot of kids and shuttled them back and forth to their homes. And you
leave them by the front door.
Yeah, no, they get it right the front door. Exactly, exactly.
You'll walk across US 1 all the way through.
No.
Shout out to Prado Fraga, but goddamn, boy, they threw me out through the wolves. that was rough out there, boy. Every man for himself. But let me ask you this, Ron. For those people watching worldwide on YouTube right now, explain to them what is Stock Island all about, because these people don't have any idea that Stock Island is a treasure and is actually the new old Key West. It's always been it. You know, Key West. Key West is basically special, and then square footage got bought up, so now it's it's really tough to get any type of square footage and keep the flavor of it. It's still wonderful, but Stock Island is still old Key West, in my opinion.
It really is, and you got all of those families. Everybody that's kind of associated, they live in the different neighborhoods or right next door. It's like, can I borrow sugar? They always talk about that old, I'm gonna borrow. It's like that. And, for example, one of the park that I manage, I'm sure that we have at least, 5 or 6 different components, like several households that are associated. These people are,
Big
they love each other. Exactly. And you have a lot of Key West household names that started out of Stock Island, and you have people that still have investments out there, stuff like that.
What I told people in the beginning, buy everything you can in Stock Island. A lot of people don't know this, but Time Magazine years ago, almost like maybe 12 years ago, they said, what's the top place to buy real estate in the nation? You know what number 4 was? Not Key West, Florida, Stock Island, Florida. That's on Time Magazine. You see what I'm saying? So that was big. So you seen it coming, and it's not going to be people going out to Stock Island and investing 50-60 million dollars in properties and hotels if they don't see the future. The crucial part about this is that you go ahead and book a room, let's say at the Perry, right? Mm-hmm. So you get off your plane, right, and then they're taking you to the hotel. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, still, when you're going through there, it's a lot of places that still are kind of eyesores, and it's kind of rough, and you might hit 3 potholes, and the roads still might not be paved. So you start thinking, I think this guy's taking me the wrong way. It's like Key West is not, it's not like Miami. They try to trick, and then you just pull up to the beautiful Perry. Only in the Florida Keys can you get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, true story for sure. And they've added back in on the back on Shrimp Road, you got hogfish, yum.
Bobby Marcelli, love you, Bobby.
And the different art galleries and stuff. It's they're quirky and they're fun.
Yeah.
And these are must see. These are not when you talk to locals, a lot of them complain. Key West is losing its flavor. It's not. You have to move to a different plate. It's there. It's still there.
Look, we got gangsters like Randy Rivera checking in. Randy, listen, can you tell me what the price of the lobster going to be? I ain't had a chance to talk to my people at the Old Gulf Seafood. The Alan Seabia's out there getting ready to load them traps. And I got to tell you another quick little story. You don't know this either. When I came before I met you, I used to come down here for the summer. I used to be at Gulf Seafood from the time we woke up till the sun came down. And I used to be on them boats slinging traps. Actually, they call me Louie C. Knott. Some of y'all don't know about this, because if you don't pay attention what you're doing, and you don't have them ropes taken care of, and you get caught in one of them ropes, you lose a whole leg just like that. So I had to untie knots there while the boat's moving, and that make you appreciate entertainment. So we have a cardinal rule around here that if you complain about entertainment, maybe you should go out there on the fishing docks and go out there and load 3 boats in one day, see how that feels, because that's a lot of labor. Much respect to the people. I hope they catch 1 million pounds of lobster. And listen, they hype up on Channel 10 that some things was going, so it looked like it's turning to the right. We out here at the bottom of the map. I hate to say, I know some of y'all gonna get upset. It looked like the safest place to be for this tropical storm is the Florida Keys. So I ain't gonna be mad if you come down. I ain't gonna be mad at all. You know what I'm saying? I want to treat everybody. So Ron, let me ask you this: what's some of your favorite places out there to dine in Stock Island? Stock Island, Florida.
I gave Bobby a shout out already with the hogfish, and that was a staple for me. Particularly when I was out at Roy's, but also Yaman's is a new place.
Yes.
What is it?
Yaman.
So good.
Yaman.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where's it at?
It's right there on the curb heading out on Shrimp Road back if you were heading towards the Keys Energy Plant and
Gotcha.
the Aqueduct.
Okay.
It's back there.
Okay.
We also have the Dolphin Deli. Go
Dolphin
over there
Deli.
and
Yeah.
steak and eggs, man.
Okay.
El
Shout out to the
Mocho.
Dolphin Deli in the game B.
Yeah.
You know where I go though, right? I'm gonna tell you where I go. Straight, coming straight out of Cuba, 90 miles away. All love, feel Little Havana, 305, stand up, El Mocho.
Yeah.
El
That's
Mocho
right.
is for real. They don't play them people on top of customer service. And a lot of people don't know they got a little store in the back. You know about that little store? In the
Yeah.
back?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, I'm there. You can find me there almost every morning.
Really?
I got to apologize. Yeah. I should have put you up first. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So all love. So listen, let me tell y'all. You tell them Louie C. the Mayor, backed up by Ron Bailey. You come down to Key West, make sure you make time to go to Stock Island. Also, while we and I playing around with the county, $8 million for Bernstein Park.
Beautiful.
And it's beautiful, man. They did a fantastic job with that park, and we've taken kids out there to practice, and it's a phenomenal facility, and I'm really proud that we can call that ours.
Shout out to Rick Ramsey. We have zero tolerance in Stock Island. We come from the school of hard knocks, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rumble, young man, rumble. If you come with foolishness at the park, you definitely going to be in some serious situation. We even have a substation down there.
Right.
And, I don't know if you know this is, the Big Ramsey said, Lou, I need you to run Crime Watch for me. And I said, Sheriff, I don't know if you want me to run Crime Watch because I have my own orthodox ways of dealing with things, both on the street level and on the corporate level. So I'm not sure if you want me to do it. He said, no, I really need you to do it. I said, well, I'm gonna need some things. So I explained to him what I need. He abide, and thank you for the opportunity. I received the Crime Watch Chairperson of the Year, back-to-back years in the whole entire Monroe County.
Oh wow!
You didn't know that either.
No, I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
so see, I'm undercover like the feds, but we still out there. We just want to make sure people are respecting what's going on. This ain't about snitching. I'm gonna tell you what Daryl Dump said. Anybody coming in to the Florida Keys, trying to tear up some stuff or being out of character, and basically not putting respect on the Keys names. He said he ain't snitching. He said he telling.
I saw that. Oh, yes.
I ain't
Yes,
snitching.
yes,
I'm telling. Let
like
me see
that,
what I got. Oh, you got a comment
yep,
there. What
yep.
you got there? Go. I'm gonna let you take that one right here.
Oh, Big Dave Flynn. Hey, what's up, Dave? That's Jewfish League. You get over 40 and you can't play in the men's league like you normally
the softball?
do. Yeah, and Big Dave, we have lots of fun out there. And I got to tell you, between him and Kiki in stitches. Those dudes are crazy.
No, that's free
No.
entertainment.
It's like
Reality television, straight out of Stock Island. We're gonna call it straight out of Stock Island.
yeah, no
So
doubt.
you got a lot of people, old love right now coming in.
Randy Rivera, he was my teammate, one playing in the youth leagues down here.
Randy is a very nice Cuban gentleman, and he's very cordial. But I'm gonna keep it blood raw here. But if we have to slap somebody in the mouth, we could do that too. We try to stay away from that because we ain't no spring chickens. We still spring breaking, but don't come out of character. We want to keep it, all good. Mm-hmm. And the best thing I learned is, just put respect on people's name. You won't have a problem at all. Yeah. Also, you got some people still coming in. Look, there's your boy.
Oh, Jeremy asked me about Chico's.
Yeah.
I got
one time for Chico's.
Yeah.
This robust looking guy here, I've probably ever played Chico's as well. Another one. You can go on and on.
So
I go in there and I get the mahi tacos. And they're phenomenal.
Okay, so say, look, y'all getting, this is real stuff. This is stuff. There's some places we're not even telling you about that TripAdvisor don't even know about, right? Chico's is already over the top, but there's a lot of deep places there in Stock Island. Shout out to Chevron, Stock Island.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot
One Love Food Truck.
What is it?
One Love Food Truck, Amanda Anderson. Yes, with Chef Clive every Sunday.
And you got Toko Army out there playing?
Every Sunday they do Reggae Sunday, 11 to 3. We love you, Amanda. Love you, Chef Clive.
I demand that y'all put respect on the Stock Island name. I understand. Look, like on a negative note, we had a situation the other day where we had a murder out there about last month, but that could happen anywhere. The good news is you've been apprehended, and bad boys. What you gonna do? We got one down in Mexico, and the sheriff. But once the sheriff gets you, he gonna find you.
Oh, yeah,
Trust me. So that was great on the sheriff's department to go all the way to Mexico and get somebody out there, and it's just not worth it. So just keep your eyes open and help the community. Let me see. Doris Arnold. Let me tell you about Doris Arnold. coming out straight on 3rd Avenue. Doris, you know, they keep some shotguns back there. They know not to come around there. They don't play old school, doing it big. And that's an institution for the owners out there. God bless the owners. They've been at it for a long time, pillars of the community. We love y'all. And thank you for keeping Stock Island safe. And like I'm going to say, don't start no stuff. It won't be nothing.
No, especially out of Stock Island, that's for sure. We're about families out there, but don't come tripping.
This one right here says JC's laughing out loud 1 in 27. You know what that means?
That was when Randy and I were together. We weren't too good, but we had some fun. That's all that matters.
Hold on, Randy. Hold on, time out. Let me get this right. I was confused. I thought this was like a new place or something. Y'all won one goddamn game out of 28 games. Is that what it's saying there? One
27.
game.
Yeah, it was.
How the hell? What kind of team did y'all have? Because goddamn, that's really bad. You know what I'm saying? You almost didn't win one at all. It'd be 0 and 28. Wow. That's incredible. I'm glad y'all regrouping. Y'all back to basics. Yeah. Something was breaking down there.
Yeah,
but you have fun.
No, we really did. And we were, we're 10 years old, so that was a big thing.
Oh, I thought it was in softball. This is when y'all were kids.
No, softball. You go to the Junior League, you're gonna somebody put 20 on you real quick, and that can look real.
So
bad.
You kept at it because that was rough. If I was on the team 127, I don't know if I won't play no more. But you kept at it and you kept moving.
Well, I gotta tell you, just to put a footnote, during that time, the kids that age, we're making them fans of the game, and that's where Randy and I we started to love this game.
Right.
And I think I'd love to see more kids have the opportunity to play. I mentioned Roy's earlier. You got a lot of kids that their parents work a couple jobs and they can't afford to go. $100 for a league fee, or God forbid, $1,000 to do the travel team. Dude, we're missing out. Yeah. We're missing out.
I'm glad you brought that up. We need to work on that. Me and you need to work on some type of program where kids can't afford that, that some organization could pick that up. How we do it, I don't know, but between me and you, we can figure something out. Yeah. We'll try to work on that. Jeremy Hyatt here, boy, he coming in strong, boy. That man coming like my man Ron Hyatt. Look what he said.
Jeremy. Moose. We're going back to all the youth leagues, and you just can't never know.
So you played Moose in the Little League? Who was your coach, you remember?
I had Chris Valdez.
Chris Valdez, 1986. That gentleman's done great in the community. God bless you, sir. Let me ask you this, Ron. Let's switch over. Should US 1 be closed?
Oh, man. I have to say, I think Heather Carruthers going out and doing that was very bold, and I think that was probably the necessary means to allow everybody to get kind of the opportunity to get prepared. Closing it again, I don't know. I don't know where I can say that. I mean, I have lots of family and friends that are frontliners. I have, family that are the high risk, and you also have people that are out of work. And, that's not an easy choice. With Carruthers and Johnson making, the choices that they have, they put a target on their back. It's easy to call them out. And, I commend them for making those choices, but also we have to make sure that we're moving in the right direction.
And Ron's being nice because, Ron's a gentleman and a scholar, but I'm thinking what I'm hearing you say is you're probably not in favor today, what you know today, of closing US 1 again.
No, I think that with the mass social distancing, the hand washing, and being smart, I know that we lost a lot of money when we were closed the 4th of July. And the measures that we've taken for lobster days, but we're going to have to kind of massage our way through this,
right?
And it's not, it's not going to be just a miracle cure. It's not going to be
no cure in sight anytime soon. And talk about cures, boy, let me take a deep breath on this. Woo! Wait, let me tell you tomorrow. Let me tell you something. I don't care what's going on CBS, NBC, 2020, ESPN, all of them combined, MTV, Puff Daddy, or Revolt. If you don't set that time to 6:45 on the podcast, let me tell you, let me break it down. I'm going to go real slow in case y'all just coming in here, turn in the notification, subscribe button on YouTube, and it's about to really go down. So ready? Dr. Burroughs versus Dr. Fauci Blood Raw on Duval. That's the match I'm making. When we come out of this pandemic, we bringing Fauci out there. We're going to get in the boxing ring because this has been trending for 48 hours. I'm talking about a local trend. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we going to get it to the meats and potatoes and Blood Raw, and we call it all doctors. I ain't going to call no names right now. I'm talking about all doctors that tune in, and we going to find out what you all about, and we got to try to save lives around here, but I got to tell you, Dr. Burrows said he going in like fast and furious. So I know you're going to be tuning in tomorrow because I know you're a Dr. Burrows fan.
No, for sure. I'm going to listen to what he said. I actually, when he posted that night, I was up. I was like, oh my God, the big mouth emoji.
Yeah.
And you just follow that thing the whole day. And it is amazing. It's viral. Everybody is commenting on that day. And I think it's going to be worth to hear what the good doctor has to say.
It's so crucial that Denise Lane, she was out there doing her thing. Happy birthday, Daniel.
Maximilian.
Max, he turned 10. He had a great time. She called me and said, man, I'm on vacation, but what the hell going on? I said, yeah, this trending well when you come back tomorrow. So tomorrow, we usually have a time. We're going to have to get in at least an hour and a half early. We're gonna have security at the front door. We're going to lock this whole thing down. We're going to activate the S1Ws for public enemy, security the first one. So I'm going to tell you right now, 6:45. Don't come on 6:46. When we come in here, it's like when we come out, like me and Ron usually, like we play basketball at HOB. When you hit that lane, we knock you on the pavement. This is how we're going to start the podcast. We ain't going to hold nowhere. We're going to get to the meats and potatoes, and no questions are off limits as long as you put respect on people's name. Jeremy says it's not Burrows versus Fauci if you don't have Fauci speaking. Listen, so if you got Fauci's phone number, I'll fire up right now. We get Fauci on the podcast. But tomorrow, I promise you, Jeremy, we're going to get to facts over fiction, and we're going to let people come in and, like you're doing right now, voice your opinion and see what people are talking about. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be a bad person. Everybody's just trying to help out and make sure people live. And I really think, and I'm going to go out on a limb. I really think we're seeing a little bit of stuff slowing down on what I'm seeing based on some of the stuff I monitor. Not as many people going out. People are going to get tested now because somebody got sick, so it's not showing a lot of people getting sicker. And I'm seeing some WPOG Channel 10 partners gave us some stuff that shows that percentages are dropping. So I'm going to go out on a limb and said that we're still far out of the woods, but I see a positive thing coming in or whatever, because there's too much negative out there, Ron. Every time you turn on the goddamn news, it's negative. They don't talk about the 104-year-old lady that got COVID and made it. Yeah. That's a great story or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I mean, sooner or later we're going to get out of this, Ron. I mean, what's your thoughts on this?
No, absolutely. And I saw the doctor's comments, and Fauci is a fraud, and we're talking a licensed professional here coming out on limb. Yeah. He obviously believes very strongly in the medication. Yeah. If I'm going to tell you though, I've seen other physicians that go, okay, we still need double blinds. Yeah. It takes some time to work a certain through. Right. So I will say that if Fauci is a fraud today, he'll be a fraud in 6 months. So let's take our time. Let's get
time. What you're saying is time will tell.
Right.
Time will tell. Yeah. And like I said, to me, I just want people to live. I don't care how we do it. I just want people to live, and I don't want to see any of my friends die or anybody die. One person was too many. With a hell of a situation. So let's talk a little bit of the Last Dance basketball, because that's where we come from on the Michael Jordan. What you got going on with our basketball? Let them know right over here.
You know what? I haven't talked to Principal Wright, and he's going to make the decision on whether we're going to have a season or not.
Where's this at?
This is at St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, okay.
And it's probably been maybe 5 or 7 years he asked me to coach, and I was happy to do that.
So you've been out there 7 years already?
Yeah. And,
really?
Yeah.
And what's the age group?
The age group is anywhere between, let's see, we've gone down as low as 4th grade. Right. And part of that is because it's hard to fill a roster. Gotcha. And this is the private school.
Private school, okay. And so this is for the private school, for the basketball team at the private school. Yeah. And what school again?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. Yeah, Shout out to St. Mary's. Protect us from hurricanes for a long time. Thank you all. it's all love there. So you're waiting to see where you guys are.
Waiting to see where we're going to go with that. We've got there's a young guy on the team now. I'm not going to say his name. He was started like in 5th grade. He's a big monster and
Coach DR, you sleeping? I got Bailey out here creeping. Can somebody get Coach DR on the phone? How Ron knows how I move. I'm trying to find out who this is because in order to win the state championship, we only got one in the books in basketball. And I know once we get back there, I think you might have came to a couple games this year or whatever. Yeah. And you always come out there, so we got to support the basketball program. And special shout out, yesterday they gave me a gift on the program. I forgot to tell you about it.
Oh, cool.
They came in, dropped the gold bag, and they gave me an iPod courtesy of Coach DR over with the basketball player. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach DR.
Coach DR making things happen. Okay, Jeremy says, Burroughs flat out, Fauci a fraud, calling Fauci a fraud. He's slinging the negative around. And like I said, this is the purpose of the show tomorrow. Negative, positive, it is what it is. It was said, so now we're going to talk about it, and we're going to try to, be part of the solution and not the problem, because it is what it is. I mean, that ignited a lot of things. I'll tell you one thing. If you didn't know about ivermectin and hydrochloroquine, you damn sure know about it now in the Keys, because unfortunately this thing went viral, not in the best way, but a lot of people are talking about that, and possibly this could save some lives, so we'll see what happens. Y'all stay safe down here. You two, where is Jeremy at?
Jeremy's in Savannah.
Savannah, Georgia, GA. How y'all doing out there with the cases? Everything good, Jeremy? Thank you so much for staying with us for the whole show. Now, Ron, me and you, Ron is a gentleman and a scholar, so he ain't really gonna go in and hit you in the chest and then throw the ball on top of your head. He'll pick you up. Me too, sometimes, depending where I'm at. So let's get to the meats and potatoes on this Politics 2020. Locally in Key West, what are your thoughts? Because I know you very experienced in this department.
Oh wow! You know what? I think we're gonna cut to the chase. We'll just go right to mayor.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Meat and potatoes.
We have I think all solid options. Terry Johnson, like I said earlier, she's got a target on her back, so everybody can kind of take shots at her. Rick, we've not known Rick for a number of years, and he's a smart guy, conch boy, and he's very successful with his business. So I think he has the business acumen to be able to run for mayor.
No, I like Rick.
And the other day I was watching the town hall, and I got to see Mr. Ross, which I was not a big fan of, admittedly, but I've got to say that after that town hall, I'm going to give him a little more attention. He has the experience, he has the business acumen, and if it's not gonna, with all due respect to Ms. Johnson, I think that she's done the best that she can. I think conch voters, they may not go out to vote for you, but they will go and vote you out, and I've seen that. We've seen that historically. I think that happened with Abiel. I think that happened. Well, I'm going to stop naming names there.
But let me ask you this. So obviously you know who Mark Rossi is, and he knows you also, right? So what you're saying is very interesting. This is why me and you, we great minds think alike. So you giving the people the benefit of the doubt. You didn't know what that man was about, but you actually watched the platform the other day on the Hometown Pack, and you listened, and he kind of swayed you a little bit to pay more attention and possibly earn your vote. Is that what you saying? Because there's a lot of stuff it looks like you learned from watching that.
What I'm going to say, we still have time, but I'm going to listen to him a little bit more. I really like Rick, and they're not saying that's unconfirmed at that point, but they've opened my eyes and said, okay, I want to listen. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see where you stand on these things, because at the end of the day, I know that they're both successful business people. Because what it's going to come down to, I believe, for the locals, the conchs, are going to be, what are you going to do to be able to help us? What we know that you all are business,
right?
What about my children? What about our livelihood?
Right.
What about the hot button of rent? The affordable housing. I mean, I've been on.
They call it affordable, but we know it's not affordable. Right? It's tough up. And let me tell you this: where I think there's misinformation is that Rossi is just for downtown. I think this is where the misinformation is. You got to remember that man started as a cook, working in the military, and then he bought a bar. So he's been over here for over 30 years. That man did not take a salary the whole time he was on the commission, or I don't think he plans to do if he gets elected as mayor. And that man knows that budget of the city better than anybody out there. Probably the person who wrote the budget, he really knows the top to bottom, and he's accessible. And when you're a public figure, you can't make everybody happy. Some people that don't like me, I try to kill hate with love, but it's just part of the territory. So like I said, it's good when somebody is taking action. At least the man has thrown his name in the hat. So if you don't have anything to say, some people make fun of the man's appearance. Where I come from, we slap you in the mouth from that, but we can't do that anymore. Oh, whatever, but this is just not right. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, my mama told me, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, you definitely shouldn't personally attack them and be disrespectful. Just go about your. Now you can have an opinion, just don't be disrespectful.
Right. And I think in this day with the technology, and you could respond to a tweet and everything is impulsive. I think it's important now more than ever to kind of give the opportunity to pause and consider your source. What's their agenda? Why are they saying these things? And then also figure out why is it triggering you? Because you may have a bias that you don't even know why, and you have to do some reflection and go, okay, this is not a sound belief that I had that created this bias.
Yes, yeah. Agree to disagree and be part of the solution, not the problem. Ron, you got a lot of people coming in here, though. Who we got right there?
Oh, okay. Key West PD, John Roscoe. Hey, man, thank you for keeping us safe out there,
Thank you, man. You guys are doing a great job. I mean, everything's been pretty good. We haven't had anything excessive. I mean, we had something the other day where they had a US-1, which was major. Yeah. But, we're not immune to anything, but we got it handled. And kept it moving. Shout out to Key West PD. Sean Vandenberg, outstanding. You got some more people here, Ron.
Oh, yeah. Miss Marshall from Key West High School.
Miss Marshall.
She was one of my educators back in the day, and still friends with today, and happy to call her a friend.
All love for all the kids that are dealing with this pandemic and dealing with not going to school, which is very tough. I have to give Ron DeSantis a shout out for pushing a $500 million package to pay teachers more in Florida. Like I always said, teachers should be the highest paid profession worldwide and planets above and beyond. I mean, teachers do it for the love, and we shouldn't have to be buying pencils for our classrooms. And I really appreciate that. Thank you, teachers. And I'm glad that everybody was able to still be a teacher and keep their jobs and stuff like this. And thank you. I think you can never go wrong with being a teacher. Yeah. I got. We're gonna read this one. You have it on your side, Miss Denise. I got a gentleman straight out of the Perry. His name is James. I don't know if it came up on your screen yet.
Yep, I got it.
It's long-winded. James, stay long-winded, but that's my dog. Go ahead.
We got James checking in. The main point, customer service is not a department, it's an attitude. Don't forget the tourists that are still coming. Even bars and restaurants close at 11 p.m. The tourists are masked up and social distancing themselves. Do stuff for the tourists. If no tourists, we've seen what happens. Oh. Maybe inviting a tourist from Duval on the podcast and see what they think.
We go live on the street. And let me tell you something. You know where I come from. I'm come from the school of only the true hustlers, true spirit to survive a pandemic. So Jay, let's get it blood raw. I got some people. I know some of y'all gonna get upset with that want to come down to the Keys and enjoy the Keys. Can you give me the rate for the Perry straight up? Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry, you was gonna say something.
No, we had talked about early before the podcast when during the town hall the mayors were tossed the question about the cruise ship porting in Stock Island or disembarking in Stock Island.
He just told me this. I didn't know this. So, we got a lot of friction going on with cruise ships. Yeah. So I guess it was a discussion about having a port in Stock Island. Man, if I see a port in Stock Island, what better place to have a port? I'll be happy as pie because that's going to bring some people out to Stock Island. And like I said, if you have a better idea how to get people out there, then you let me know. But to me, I think that'll be wonderful. I'd love to come up to a port in Stock Island, pull up and say, what the hell is this place? I never heard of it. So what were they saying? Because I missed.
Well, they were given the opportunity to debate that, whether that was a viable option.
Right.
And you know, they all the consensus was basically cleaner cruise ships, and you know, I don't think that anyone was ready to commit to something in Stock Island because I don't think it's, you know, it would take years to develop and to build something.
Who brought that up? One of the questions or something?
It was one of the questions that
Gotcha.
the moderators had asked. And, you know, the home values out there now, I mean, the bottom end, you're probably looking at, you know, $250,000 for a trailer. And this is a trailer that you can't get financing from the bank. You know, if it's older than 1978, forget it.
We're not owning the land, right?
Right. Well, no. I'm actually just talking about you can go buy. It's basically a lot because the trailer is essentially worth.
You talk about a lot,
right? And,
actual property, and then you just put the trailer on there
right.
with the prefab or something.
So I mean, obviously, you know, it's changing out there. Those developers are coming. The marinas are there. You know, so could the cruise ships be an option?
Yep.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe it would break up some of the flow in Duval and create kind of like a more of a universal, if you will, view of Key West and giving people the option to kind of move around a little bit.
This would be crucial for me to say this. I'm sorry because I know y'all gonna cut up about this too. Perhaps if Key West say they don't want them, next thing you know they'll pull up in Stock Island. Stock Island say, "Come on," or whatever we knew around here. Let's make it happen or whatever. So you never know what happens. Strange things happen. The main thing is to stay safe. But let's get to two quick races. Got a gentleman named Wardlow at the end. Billy Wardlow. What you think about that race?
You know, I mean, Billy is, you know, when it comes to politics, this is a hometown guy. You know, and I believe that, you know, he's made his bones. He's not. There is no benefit for him to kind of play. You know, I don't think he's going to give us something artificial. Right. I think that he's true to his constituents, and I believe that you know, I've known him for a long time. I'm sure I was maybe 7 years old when I met him.
He helped us plenty in baseball.
Yeah, so I mean, here's a guy who's altruistic spirit. And, you know, to me, there is nobody else. You know, I apologize to the other candidate.
Hey, we got to keep it blood raw. And me, I got a mask right here. You know where I'm at. Wardlow all day. Shout out to the Blue Jays out there with Lil Billy. And I don't know if you know this, but this will be Billy's last term if he's successful. He'll be term out or whatever. So I think he deserved it. You know, he been there a long time. He's helped. He listens to everybody, and I support Billy. And last but not least, close by here, we got a gentleman named Lopez. And that race is looking like it's getting hot and heated. I mean, what you been hearing out there on them streets?
You know, I'm still, you know, that's the one thing I think that, once again, when you are the incumbent, you've been there, you've got a target on your back. You have already given whoever you're running against, you're giving them ammunition. They already know, okay, well, this is his weak spot, so I'm going to go after him. Right. And, you know, I think Clayton is stand-up. I really like him, and I certainly would like to see him back in.
Yeah. And also, I'm biased with Clayton because Clayton was my breakdance coach for Soul City Breakers. Some of y'all don't know anything about windmills, head spins, back spins, Beach Street, breaking 1 and 2. You don't know anything about that. Crazy Legs, New York City Breakers, the whole 9 yards. So, you know, when you take a person that take kids under their wing, you owe them a lifetime of commitment and loyalty. That's where I'm from. So anybody got a problem with Clayton, they got a problem with me. So I'm 1,000,000% behind Clayton Lopez. Denise Lane, Lois Lane cousin, in the building right now. What that boy James talking about? This boy posted rates for real. What he saying there on the Perry?
So we've got weekday rates at $199 and weekend at $289, and then 10 a foot for boat marina dockage.
10 a foot, got you. And they said the Perry Hotel in Stock Island Marina Village. So listen, it look like we out the cone right now. So, you know, come on down. Just, you know, put respect on the island's name. They ain't gonna shut down no fishing bridges. That didn't happen. So you still good. What's today? The last day of the tour season. I'm hoping that we didn't have any casualties. I haven't heard anything. So maybe knock on wood that'll happen, because it's always tough out there. And you know, the reports I'm getting, not one person didn't come down the Keys because boat ramps were closed. They figured it out or whatever. So as long as that road open, people will come in, and that's just the way it is. Jeremy says, much love for Clay Lowe. Jeremy all the way in, boy. That's my man. Savannah, Georgia. I'm going to have to check that man out. So I think that is pretty much everything I had here. Please go to Where's the Party Key West on Facebook. We got a lot of musicians out there working hard, and we want to make sure you get the information out there because it's tough for the service industry. And I got to tell you, I hate to be critical, but you voted aye in 2020, all the way from the local to the national. These decisions are critical. We have lifted all restrictions on everything as far as associated with Where's the Party, so you can post any stuff out there, and just go right there, Where's the Party Key West on Facebook. And right now, you guys can turn in worldwide to WEOW 927 on iHeartRadio. We are in the freestyle mix with my man DJ Slice, straight out of Philadelphia. DJ DOS NYC, shout out to the SWAT team out there. My man DJ Jack, and talking about basketball, pandemic or no pandemic. DJ Jack, we're looking for Coach Kevin Freeman. I'm still looking for that, man. We ain't letting you off the hook during the pandemic. We're still trying to dunk on you out here from Key West High School basketball. CO Piscopo 305 Dade County Stand Up, back by Trina, going all the way to 9 o'clock, Wild 92.7. And I think I'm going to bring in Denise Lane to talk about a little bit of entertainment, what's going on around town, and what's going on with the reggae band, the Rice Brothers.
The Rice Brothers?
Yep. And I'll wrap up with sponsors, Denise. You talk about entertainment.
All right. So we have, let's see, the Reese Brothers just dropped their new single, No More Lonely Nights. That was last Friday, September 18th. You have their album release coming out, Paint Your Emotion. Amazing artists did their album cover. Got to check him out, Art by Rico on Instagram. He did the beautiful George Floyd mural there in Minneapolis, so shout out to them. And let's see what else. We've got Experimento, my boys Experimento, new single Every Day out. You can catch their new visual EP on Sugar Shack Sessions, the music channel. And let's see, we've got Chestina Friday at the Marker 2 to 5.
And let me ask you this, can you give a shout out to where you was at? Because what you showed me on those pictures for that birthday, let the people know in case they want to go.
And big thanks, Highgate Hotel. We just stayed at the JW Marriott in Aventura for Max's 10th birthday. It was beautiful, I have to say. Really reassuring with the social distancing. They gave us our expectations of what our responsibility was, and a list of everything they were doing to make it the safest experience as possible. They had social distancing bags ready to go when we got there upon arrival. The water park.
Yeah, talk about the water park.
Yeah, the water park, Tidal Cove. It was beautiful, just feet away from the JW Marriott. Every hour.
And where is it, Denise? Where?
Aventura, Miami. Okay. So several floors open, but they shut one down for an hour, open the other. That way they could do the sanitizing, cleaning, and a beautiful experience. Awesome.
Thank you, Denise Lane. All love right now. Ron, you want to give any shout outs before we get out of here? Nice mask, Ron. John still with you?
Coming back. He said,
who's this girl?
Oh. That's my sister, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Judith. You know what? Hold on. I want you to let you know she's on the front line. She's in the ER. So,
okay.
So she's
God bless you.
Thank you for being out there.
Absolutely.
All doctors and nurses, we love you. Judith, I hope you're feeling better, darling. God bless you. And all love out here, man. It's been all love. Anybody else you want to shout out before we get out?
Family and friends, thank you very much for tuning in. And tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow, Dr. Fauci versus Dr. Burroughs. Blood Row on Duval. We're going to get in it. 645 is bigger than anything worldwide. Planets above and beyond. Phones are going to explode. It's going down. And I'm still trying to see if I can get a statement from the White House. I know a couple people out there, but not yet from Dr. Fauci. But I got to tell you, on the southernmost point of the United States, we ain't running. We right here. We're going to give it to you all tomorrow. And the best thing is, we taking all questions as long as they put respect on people's name. We could agree to disagree, and that's how we get down. So thank you to FloridaKeysEnergy.com, lawyers for all accidents in the Keys. If you have an accident on a car, moped, or bicycle, or God forbid on the ocean, go to FloridaKeysEnergy.com. Them local boys at 302 Southern Street are going to take care of you. And Dr. B, the #1 doctor, damn what they talk about in America and planets above and beyond, Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon, and Key Largo, all love. And Ron, I got to tell you about my new spot, because, you know, me and you, they don't know you got that Latin blood in you.
Oh, no.
So check this out. I found me a brand new spanking new place after 20 years of eat Cuban Latin food that nobody knows about. What's that say right there?
Paradise Restaurant, International Cuisine.
Okay, it's very, very difficult to find. You're probably going to get it lost at least twice before you get it. 124 Duval Street. But when you find this place, you're going to say, man, I don't know what I was doing. And locals usually don't like coming downtown, but this thing is so good, you're going to love it. So right now, I'm going right to the radio. We're going into 9 o'clock. Tune in worldwide on the iHeartRadio app, Wild 927. And make no bones about it. Me and Ron Bailey coming straight out of Stock Island. Just because we're a little bit older, we ain't spring chickens. We'll treat you on that court like we spring breaking. Ha!